What's up, everyone? Kyler says now. Welcome back to another. Today, we're going to be talking about what happened last Friday night on SmackDown between The Rock and Cody Rhodes. I'm not sure what I'm going to title this. Am I going to title it My Thoughts on The Rock and Cody Rhodes things, or am I going to talk about that as people who I think could be The Rock's People's Champion? Because I'm not really sure. I kind of what I'm going to title this yet, but I do know what I want to talk about, and that is that segment and my thoughts on it and where it goes. And, like I said, people who could potentially be The Rock's People's Champion, or The Rock's corporate champion, I should say, not the People's Champion. So yeah, let's not waste any time, of course, and get into it. And the best place to start will be with SmackDown and kind of recapping what happened with Cody Rhodes and The Rock. Of course, The Rock was there. He announced that Wrestlemania will be in New Orleans next year. That'll be Wrestlemania 42, which, I might be considering going to for my first Wrestlemania. But we'll have to wait and see how that plays out. But, so basically, The Rock announced that, and then he invites Cody Rhodes coming out. Long story short, he basically says, well, after WrestleMania last year, me and Cody Rhodes, we became friends. Mama Rhodes and Mama Rock, they became friends. And he's basically went on this big rambling promo. And essentially the whole point of it was he wants Cody Rhodes to be his corporate champion. He wants Cody's soul. He wants Cody to sell out and, be The Rock's champion and do The Rock's dirty work, basically. And, he's told Cody, think about it, talk it over with your wife. And I'll be in Toronto for Elimination Chamber, and you can give me your answer there. So yeah, this is kind of intriguing. A lot of people weren't really excited for the road to the WrestleMania, and then all of a sudden here comes The Rock with this interesting proposition towards Cody Rhodes that there's a lot of potential outcomes that, they could impact WrestleMania, they could impact a lot of other things, and yeah, I'm kind of excited to see how this plays out. I do think this has potential to be something big for the WWE right now. And I guess the best way and the way I'm going to tackle this video is by looking at different options on who could be The Rock's corporate champion and how things can potentially play out. So let's start with the man himself, Cody Rhodes. Let's say we get to Elimination Chamber and Cody Rhodes goes to The Rock. You know what? You're right. I'm going to be your champion. I'm going to be the corporate champion. And, we get a heel Cody Rhodes. I think that could be interesting. I don't think this is likely. I don't think this is where the direction is going. But I wouldn't be mad with this happening. I do think Cody Rhodes has always worked a bit better as a heel. I think his heel work has always been amazing. If you look at Dashing Cody Rhodes, that stuff as a heel was good. You look at his time in Bullet Club and his time on the Independence in Ring of Honor stuff when he's doing heel stuff. It was very good. It was very entertaining. I do think Cody Rhodes as a heel is great. And I feel like a lot of people have kind of been thinking he'll play into the Homelander stuff. And we kind of seen a bit more of an aggressive heelish side of Cody Rhodes at the Elimination Chamber at the Royal Rumble after the ladder match with Kevin Owens, where he grabbed the belt and posed over Kevin Owens. That was kind of not really out of character, but out of character for the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. It's not something that this version of Cody Rhodes would really do, but I think that's more down to Kevin Owens, and that's the side of Cody Rhodes Kevin Owens brought out going into that match. But like I said, as much as I think it would be interesting, I do kind of feel like Cody would benefit a bit from a character refresh. I think he's kind of at a point in this title run where we're approaching a year. Of course, he won it last year at WrestleMania, where, changing up and doing something a bit fresh would kind of benefit and breathe a bit of new life into it. Kind of like CM Punk in 2012, 2013 when he had that big long title run. About halfway through, around where we got to the 300-day mark, he did turn heel and kind of, got a bit more out of that run. Maybe that is what we do with Cody Rhodes, but I don't see that really happening. Main reason being is Cody Rhodes is basically your big face of the company. He's the star. He's the one that's all over the posters. He's the one that's doing all the media, at live events. he's staying behind, signing autographs, taking pictures. You see that poster up there, this one there, the WWE live event one. I was sitting front row at a WWE live event in Dublin last year, and Cody Rhodes used the main event against Solo Sikoa. He stayed, and literally everyone in the arena that was up at that barricade after the match, he took pictures with, he signed autographs. He was there for literally about half an hour, trying to get to everyone. And, he calls himself the quarterback for the company. That is kind of what his role is. He's kind of the guy carrying the company as the face of the company right now. And I just don't see them turning him heel. I just don't see that being the direction they're going with this. I feel like this is to create maybe like a heel faction that we can get Cody going up against, and maybe that they take the belt off Cody and it's Cody fighting to get that belt back. And I feel like that's kind of more the direction we are going with this. Which brings me into the interesting options that I've been thinking about, and straight away I have three names that come to mind. Not Roman Reigns, Cena, Punk, and Drew McIntyre, which we'll get into a bit more detail. But the reason I had Roman Reigns on my mind is I wanted to also say I don't really see it being Roman. I feel like we've done the Rock and Roman together stuff with last year with the Bloodline. Maybe they do go with Roman, and then eventually Roman turns on Rock and we get Rock and Roman match finally. I just don't see that being the direction for that. I feel like maybe it's Roman going up against The Rock and this New Authority group. He's like maybe aligning with Cody and we get Rock and Roman that way, where Rock's denied that he's choosing Cody Rhodes over his own family. But that's essentially what The Rock is doing as well. I just don't see it being Roman. Also, like, we just seen Roman as a top heel with a group with the Bloodline. I don't see them doing that again. He's getting good reactions, and I feel like they're going to run with Roman as a face for a bit longer. Rollins is also another interesting option, but of course we've already seen this with Rollins as part of the Authority, and I feel like, in my opinion, that is my favourite era of Seth Rollins, when he was with the Authority and J&J Security and stuff. So I wouldn't mind if we kind of see like slimy heel Authority Seth Rollins again, but again, I don't think it will be Seth either. Like I said, the three options that I would go with and the three options that I favour the most: Punk, Cena, and Drew. And I'm going to start with John Cena because, again, this is kind of the one where I'm 50-50 on this one. I think a heel Cena would be an amazing thing. I think Cena with The Rock would be amazing. Imagine The Rock, and Cena aligned together, and how much of a big deal that would be, how much publicity the two of them would get together. The history they've there, going back to once in a lifetime, and then of course they did it back again at WrestleMania 29. The reason I'm against it, and again, can you imagine heel Cena, heel Rock, they're burying Cody, and Cody's fighting against one of the faces of the Attitude Era. He's fighting as the face of the company from like 2005 until like 2020, like it's a bit like short than that, but you get what I mean. Cena was the face of that company for a long time. A lot of people consider him Mr. WWE for a reason, but it would be great stuff. And if you look at what Cena was saying in the Royal Rumble press conference when he announced himself for Chamber, he's like, I don't need to qualify. I'm John Cena. Me winning the main event in WrestleMania, and me winning that 17th World Champion, it's best for business. And I feel like that would play in perfectly with a corporation style, a corporate Cena. But the only reason I'm so hesitant on this is we already know it's John Cena's final year. And it is finally doing the John Cena heel turn that people have wanted for so long. In his final year, the right time to do it. I don't know. I really don't know. The reason, as much as I think it would be very entertaining, we'd get a lot of good segments out of it, we'd get some very good angles out of it. The only reason I'm hesitant on it being Cena is because, well, it's Cena's final year. And are people going to boo John Cena knowing that it's the last time they're going to see John Cena? You know what I'm trying to say there? I just, if Cena goes into, let's just say Cena wins the Chamber. The Rock is like, Cody turns down The Rock. The Rock's trying to get John Cena to side with him. He's trying to, help him say, me and you take down Cody Rhodes together. And Cena's like, no. But then we get to WrestleMania. And we get a WrestleMania 17 style ending where, Stone Cold sold out and he aligned himself with Vince McMahon to beat The Rock. Now imagine that's how we end WrestleMania 41 with Cena selling out to a corporate Rock and aligning himself with The Rock. That would be an amazing ending. It'd be great to see. But is that how you really want John Cena to win number 17? Like I said, it would be interesting because thing. But I feel like breaking this record and winning that 17th championship should be a big moment and not overshadowed by like an angle. But should be something that's celebrated. Secondly, if John Cena goes into places as a heel, but, like I'm using Toronto for an example. Let's just say Cena enters the Elimination Chamber as a heel. He's not. But this is John Cena's last time going into Toronto. Or even, actually, forget Toronto. I'm going to Raw in London. Cena's announced for that. Let's just say Cena turns heel at Elimination Chamber, lines with Rock. Is Cena then going to walk into this European leg of the tour? Is he going to go to places like Glasgow, London, where it's possibly these places last time seeing John Cena wrestle? And is he going to get booed as a heel, or are they going to cheer him because it's John Cena, he's a legend, and it's our possible last time seeing him? Like, I just don't know if in his final year, a heel John Cena would get the desired reactions to help elevate a Cody Rhodes. If they didn't announce this was Cena's final year, and nobody knew Cena was retiring at the end of this year, and it was heel Cena, heel Rock, and Cody trying to overcome and beat these two legends and prove to them that he is the new face of the company. He is best for business. I think this would be an amazing angle. It would be an amazing idea. It's just way it's been Cena's final year. I don't know if you'd get the desired reactions you want from it. But again, if it is Cena, I do think on paper it will be entertaining. It's just, will it work out the way they want it to? I guess we'd have to wait and see. Second person that I really want to talk about is CM Punk, and I feel like CM Punk is the most intriguing option. If you look back at CM Punk's promo with Cody Rhodes on Raw, he said around day 300, you start doing things you don't expect to do and all to get the championship. But we all know the story of CM Punk. We all know his desperation has been to get to that main event of WrestleMania. He has the favour from Paul Heyman. Maybe his favour is you have a connection with Rock from the bloodline, putting a good word for me. Of course, he has a history with The Rock himself, like Cena does. He lost the championship to Rock at Royal Rumble in 2013, had the rematch at the Elimination Chamber, and of course we all know Rock took his spot in the main event. You go back to WrestleMania 28, Rock and Cena main event, and who was the WWE champion for that WrestleMania? CM Punk, and he didn't get the main event as champion because of The Rock. So what if CM Punk sells his soul to the devil himself, aligns with The Rock, just to get what he's always wanted, what he's always fought for, and something The Rock has taken from him? And I feel like CM Punk as a heel, he's amazing. We've seen his heel work in the past before. I feel like with Punk you can get the desired reactions you'd want. He's been back for over a year. People are happy he's been back. And I feel like, you'd be able to turn him heel. You'd be able to get the reactions you want for someone like a Cody Rhodes going up and fighting against him. And yeah, it play into Punk's story of the desperation of him trying to get that WrestleMania main event. And I feel like that'd be some good stuff. And plus, I feel like, imagine corporate CM Punk coming out with a suit, championship on. I feel like I feel like that'd be some very good entertaining stuff. And again, that is a direction we could take this. Another direction, Drew McIntyre. And the reason I think Drew McIntyre Drew isn't something that I instantly thought of, but like once I heard people mentioning Drew in these conversations, I was like, yeah, Drew's been WWE's best heel for the past year, and of course he has a history of working with people at the top to get his way. Because how did Drew McIntyre debut in the WWE? And that was as the Chosen One. So what if once again 2025 Drew McIntyre once again becomes the Chosen One, aligns with The Rock, aligns with this new sort of corporation, this new authority, and becomes WWE Champion once again as a heel. And once again, Drew McIntyre, he's the Chosen One. And again, I feel like this would be a role that would suit Drew and all this. Only bit of a problem I can see what it is, Drew has his problems with the bloodline. Of course, Rock and Roman teamed up last year at WrestleMania. Of course, Rock and Roman are cousins and all. So I'd be interested how they would kind of explain that. But, Drew McIntyre is awesome. He's been one of WWE's top acts, he's been the top heel in the company for the last year. Even though Gunther's been champion, I love Gunther. If you look at how they were booked, Drew was booked as that top heel in the company. And I feel like putting him with The Rock, putting him as like a corporate champion, putting him with this corporation, you're putting him at that top spot that he deserves to be in. He's good enough to deliver in that role. And you kind of play on Drew's history as the Chosen One. And I feel like, again, we're going to get some interesting, great stuff. And yeah, of course, all this could really be for nothing, and it could just lead to Rock and Cody having a match themselves this year at WrestleMania. We get like some sort of weird thing, or maybe we get a triple threat where The Rock adds himself to a match. I like the idea, like I said, with Cody, Cena, and Rock. You have Rock, one of the faces of the Attitude Era. You have Cena, one of the faces of the company for the last decade or so, and you have Cody Rhodes, who's kind of like your new top guy, your new face of the company, and you have Cody trying to overcome these two legends and prove himself as the top guy. I feel like that could be an interesting story. And, so maybe we get something like where The Rock just adds himself in and we get a triple threat match. Or maybe, Cena wins the Chamber and, The Rock comes out, makes a match and beats Cena for the spot, and Cena tries to fight his way back in and gets in that way. I feel like this adds a bit more excitement for the Chamber. I was already excited for the Chamber because of how stacked the Chamber lineup was. And yeah, I feel like this has added a lot more excitement to the road to WrestleMania. I was excited for WrestleMania. I was excited for the road to WrestleMania as it was. Just because I thought, some of the stuff that looked like we were getting, I found interesting, but a lot of people weren't as sold. I do kind of agree. It wasn't the most exciting build to WrestleMania so far. But this has added a lot of excitement. It's made the WrestleMania build a lot more exciting. Because now we don't really know what we're getting. We don't really know how things are going to play out. We don't know, is The Rock going to wrestle, or is he just going to show up every now and again to make Cody Rhodes' life hell? So yeah, we'll have to wait and see how that goes. So that's going to be it for this video. I will be doing an Elimination Chamber predictions coming later this week. I've also been working on another retro review, which I'm going to reveal now is No Way Out 2009. That will either be out this week or next week. I'll try to get out as soon as possible. It is kind of looking like it will be next week, though. I was hoping I'd get it out before Elimination Chamber. I will still try, but that will probably be next week. I'll let you know in my Chamber predictions an update on that. So yeah, let me know what you think of The Rock and this whole Cody Rhodes corporate champion stuff. Who would you like to see be that corporate champion? Would you like it to be Cody Rhodes, or would you like to be another name that I mentioned? Or maybe it's not a name I mentioned and it's someone completely random like Chad Gable. So yeah, let me know. Where do you think this whole thing with The Rock is going and Cody Rhodes? Let me know that in the comment section below. Leave a like and subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you in the next one.